he's been doubling down on it.
Yeah.
And this is what people are saying. People are saying, I might have been able to forgive him if he said, look, man, it was just a joke.
No.
Yeah, it's just a joke.
No.
Some will say it's funny, some will say it's not. Let's move forward. No, but he don't want forgiveness.
He don't want but this is what
he's doubling down on it.
Yeah.
He's explaining it. He's saying, yeah, but and all of that. And Kendrick said this about me. And I said, but did he say anything? He didn't even say your name. It's you that said his name first. You said his name. You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
And he's really he's really doubling down on it.
Like, first of all, Kendrick's people and the gang affiliate, everybody, his security, they will kill me. They will destroy me. They'll find me in the street. They'll fucking cut me up. They'll shoot me. They'll do whatever. I'm not a tough guy. Y'all do. But just Kendrick, I would make love to him. And there's nothing he could do about it. Just Kendrick Lamar, I would make love to him. And the only thing that he could do is decide if it's consensual or not. That's the only thing he could do. If it's me and Kendrick, this is about physics. It's about physics. I don't even know if I'll get hard. But if we're in a cell, there's a chance that if we're in a cell and we're bored and we done tattooing each other, whatever you do in the cell, and we ran out of board games and we did all the other things, we cleaned everything, and I'm like, man, I might as well fuck you. There's nothing he could physically do to stop that besides put his legs in the air and choose a position. Maybe I'll let him choose a position.
I think Ice Cube's son, O'Shea Jackson Jr., he's been talking and saying, he used to rate Andrew Schulz, but the way he's talking about Kendrick is unacceptable, you know what I'm saying? But Andrew Schulz is in the background working on his special. Mm-hmm. So I think he thinks this is the hype.
He's going to capitalise.
To capitalise.
100%. If he's smart, he will. This is what I'm saying.
This is literally.
But what did the battle with Kendrick do for Drake's last 2 tunes, last 3 songs? You remember that?
I do.
Yeah, that one he did with the Camila Cabello, whatever her name is. You know the.
Oh, you're talking about his songs outside of the war.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He had a feature with that girl, and you know how culturally deaf that was. He needed to do a tune with Lauryn Hill immediately, pay her 10 million, because he done a tune with that girl, and she's known for her racist antics. The way she disrespects dark-skinned women. She was in a group, I don't know if it was called Fifth Harmony or something like that. It was put together by Simon Cowell. And that group broke down because she used to bully the black girl in there, the dark-skinned girl. Who's actually, and you know the wildest thing is, that dark-skinned girl is a friend of, I think she's a friend of Whitney or something like that. No. Oh, Kendrick Lamar's woman. Oh. Yeah. Wow. So, yeah. Wow. Yeah.
The web.
Yeah, the web. So that so in some way, she's like 1 degree away from Kendrick Lamar. She must have met him. And he's doing tunes, but maybe it was done before, but he's doing tunes with the Latina girl that's famous for disrespecting black women. But don't listen to nothing I say. Google it yourself. Go through do your own research. What's her? I think she sings that song Havana. And I think it had. Did it have Young Thug on it or something? Yeah, that's her. Google her up. So yeah,
it's crazy.
So
when you're speaking about all this stuff, all I just see is like the Colosseum. This is Gladiator. And they're sending out different.
That gives it a different meaning after all that Denzel talk.
No, but bro, it's Gladiator. Think about it. You've got an arena, which is your music industry, right?
Yeah.
You've got your warriors, and then you've got the pawns that are pulling the strings the guys that are pulling the strings to see you destroy yourselves. Uh-huh. Like realistically, everyone in that Gladiator thing should be fighting against the people that got you in that arena, but you're deciding to fight each other, and they will die.
You know
that's the problem. Just bare back and forth.
You know what I don't understand?
But it's not like we're fighting each other though. There's just us, there's them, and their dogs.
What do you mean?
You see what I'm saying? Like for instance, there's more Drake supporters than there are Andrew Schulz supporters as far as I can see. The supporters are just Charlemagne the God doing Damage Control. I heard 50s backing him as well.
He went on the show. Based on how Andrew Schulz shows up, as a brother or sister, how can you even support that? Do you get what I mean? So I could never come out and say, oh, I was a fan of Andrew Schulz. The stuff he's talking now, right? I associate that with colonizer activity. Mm-hmm. You man are on that. You man are on, like, seeing. You man want to penetrate everything. Hence why you could come out of your mouth and say you want to penetrate Kendrick as a white man. But this is what you man was doing back then anyway. So it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me that you feel like this. And all this shit about comedy. Bro,
funny.
People are mad, you know. I don't understand how people see comedy as comedy. No, the joke's on you when you find something that's not funny because they patterned it in a way to make it seem like it's funny when it's dark.
That's why Dave Chappelle was sick.
I heard some people come out. Dave Chappelle's thing's not funny.
Yeah.
It's just truth.
The way he does it, you're like,
but it's not funny.
For me, there's a couple of jokes in there that's a bit. Where did you? Yeah, but other than
no,
that,
but what he's really revealing
he's a
is
storyteller.
truth. When you think about
that's how I see it.
The way he's saying it, people are not realizing like when he's talking about, I'm a pee on you, I'm a pee on you. You're like, shit, that's what he was about though.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I was listening to a song today. Yeah, it's by Crooked Eye and Joel Ortiz. It's called Rap Music. Yeah. And it starts off with a Dave Chappelle quote, yeah. I'm not going to do the impression because I'm going to butcher it on telly. But he goes, Dave Chappelle was like, I went back to talk at school the other day and I had to give some advice to the kids. And he goes, what you guys got to do, you got to stop blaming white people, yeah? It's not going to work for you. What you guys have got to do, you got to start singing, rapping, or selling some crack, or dancing. I'm not seeing it any other way. You better get out here and impress these white people. But the way he said it, I was cracking up. But where's the joke in that? Where's the joke in that? That's the reality. That is the reality of the advice, yeah, that you're given.
That's the reality of the situation that we find ourselves in. Even if you don't see it that way, he's telling you that's what it is. That's what you got to do to get through. Charlemagne should be held accountable more so than anyone. Because why are you sitting next to this man, allowing him to look? That's what I'm saying.
Upsets me though.
I don't believe if you're serious, right? You don't let no Caucasian person in anywhere near our thing because they don't respect it. They can't respect it. For me, a show of respect is you staying away.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Other people might think, a show of respect is I'm gonna come in the culture and eat of the culture and pay my respects.
Yeah.
No, for me, if you respect the thing, leave our thing alone.
If you've got a woman's only environment, women have been through stuff and they got institution, they've been through violence or something, they want their space. You don't say, no, but I love women, I'm coming in. That's not, show your love by staying over there.
100%.
Stay over there.
My man.
And let them build.
That's why inclusion's dangerous, because when everyone's talking about being included, you always exclude someone. I notice it when it comes to everything else, like your LGBTQ plus, your women, men, whatever. But when it comes to black people, they do not want you to have your own space. I'm like, why? But then there's the power in it, because then you start going into the roots in terms of like the richness of what black people brought to the world. Do you know what I mean? But this inclusion thing is dangerous in itself because it's lying to you.
This might be worse. No, I think it is. This is worse for me. It could be compared, but I'm like, no.
Okay.
This is worse than what Kendrick done to Drake. Because a man has told Kendrick that he wants to borderline rape him, make love to him. That's what came out of his mouth. A white man saying that they're gonna rape or take advantage of a black man. I saw people laugh. I'm like, you was well. You was well, because this is the thing. You gotta kind of question yourself if you find that type of shit funny.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm saying. Comedy is just an excuse for people to get their fuckery off.
Roman antics.
Roman antics. Yes, Roman antics.
Because that's what they romanticize everything.
Do you want to know how I know what I'm saying is pretty much them, right? A lot of these comedians, what do you end up finding out about these comedians? They're depressed. They had to find ways to make themselves happy, and they use comedy as the crutch.
Robin Williams pressing delete was the biggest shock in my life, because that man was a fountain of happiness as far as I knew. I see him on an interview once. He walked in and for 15 minutes straight, just started shelling jokes.
Come on.
I think it was Michael Parkinson that said, "Let me say something, man."
Yeah.
I started laughing
Yeah.
because he didn't get a chance to talk. And
you
then the
wanted
man
to
pressed
avoid
delete.
From what I'm getting, what you're saying is like it was consistent,
Yeah.
repetitive jokes.
Yeah.
So what that tells me is he didn't even want a moment of silence. He
Yeah.
just wanted to keep
Yeah.
reeling it off so people kept laughing.
Validating.
So I didn't have to, bro.
I
That
found
is sadness.
Yeah, I heard he used to even steal jokes. That's
Oh,
what the
wow.
rumours are now.
Desperation.
So that's how desperate he was to keep the laughter going.
It was never enough.
So he didn't have a moment of peace to think about what he's going through.
And really and truly, it was always going to go how it was going to go for him because it was never enough.
Yeah.
And if your fuel is laughter, laughter has to stop.
Yeah. So there's accusations about so we're not talking about this in front of mixed company because it's not just us watching it, but Aries Spears
I heard about him.
and
Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah. The accusations about some of the antics they're in.
Yeah.
They're Hollywood in it. You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm not there. I don't know the facts on it, but the accusations
Roman
and
antics.
there's Roman antics, and it's just when you look at some of the things people think are funny in there, banter and ha 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 ha.
Yeah, but
And then you relate it back to because where does a joke come from?
no, but it's true because a lot of this banter, and if you see how white people banter,
Yes.
Bro.
it's not funny.
Yes.
Some of the stuff they're doing. Oh, it's just
Yes.
banter. What? Touching a pig and doing that with a
No.
do you know what I mean?
It's just banter. Us at the pub and you decided to put your tool in my drink and giving it back. Or you shitting on the floor in the corner. Or you kissing him. Bro, all those things are in the category of what they call banter. Bro, I don't want no banter with you. I don't want to be in a room with you. I don't want to breathe the same air as you. Because how you see this thing, I don't. Bro, I've seen these man. I've heard these man. All their gay references. All their gay jokes. That you only, like, if you've lost your African mind, that's the only way that you find this shit funny.
Yeah. 100%.
That's the only way you find this shit funny, because all this shit is suspect. Wait a minute. That's what you think. And don't get me wrong,
So
right?
quick with it as well.
When it comes to quick.
It's like, geez, like, I'm
And you think you didn't hear it.
Yeah.
And you think you didn't hear it when you heard it, right? But this is you kind of like denying your reality so you can continue on maintaining this relationship with this individual that you've shared time with. Bro, dead. I'm saying, like, I could not afford, and I've said this, I could not afford to be cozying up with no Caucasians anymore. Because this is what happens. This is what ends up happening. It's like you have to lose who you are to make them feel comfortable. And then once you become comfortable, you start thinking and feeling things that they think and feel. And you're like, hold on.
That's your new
Because
program.
look, this is the thing. It's like through this horror story of an experience, we've got a lot of thoughts that don't belong to us that are in our heads. And we're like, how did that get in my head? Shift. But it ain't really you.
It's coming back. Shift come back.
But it ain't really you.
No,
It's the constant programming. And you may think to yourself, why am I thinking like this? Is there something wrong with me? No, it's not you. It's the vicious program. It's the consistency of it.
And another thing I just want to speak to quickly is the reaffirming of the program. And I think that's why it's so important. Like, just coming in this room and seeing everything around me, I think it's a beautiful space. It's because I'm reminded of my African reality regularly. I remember an anecdote. I remember an anecdote of it was told by Brother Hassan, and he was saying how he went into a shop and he had I think he had a red, black and hat, you know, the little kufi things, red, black and green. And then the guy serving him said to him, I think it was Foot Locker or something, said to him, "Oh, nice kufi or whatever." He said, "Oh, thank you, I appreciate it, man. Nice afro, brother." He's like, "Yeah, cool, man." So anyway, he went and done his shopping. He got to the till, and he was there, and the white manager was there, and he goes, "Cuz, how you been, man? I ain't seen you in time." And he's like, "What?" Yeah, he said, "Yeah, how's auntie?" He said, "Yeah, man, she's cool, man. Yeah, everyone's all right, yeah? All right, cool. I'm going to go ahead and put that family discount on, you know what I mean?" And then boom, put the discount through, and he goes, "You see what just happened there? Yeah? Because we recognised each other, and we reaffirmed and we saw each other and the culture in each other, that brother put me on. You see what I'm saying? But that's one way, because we see in each other. We should see safety when we represent certain symbols and ideas. You see what I'm saying? But that's the first thing. But the second thing is, remember, every day your mind is being reaffirmed to protect that poltergeist in your body by the symbols and the experiences that are around you. Like when you listen, if you ever read Dr. Frances Cress Welsing's work or listen to one of her talks online, you will never see the world again the same. I look at an advert. There's an advert. It's called Saint, and it's about alcohol, but it's got a white woman dressed as a nun, and it's got this dark bottle. And I'm like, am I looking at some interracial gender symbol? What is going on? I just can't unsee stuff. You just, honestly, you see the whole world different. And you have to remember, films like Baby Boy and what's the other one? The one with Boys in the Hood. Both were inspired by the ideas that came from her mind. And I would say Booty Call as well. You see what I'm saying? So these things that you see, these symbols and the way that they reaffirm you, they keep a certain spirit going on. So people are being we've been infected. We might be trying to clear up, but we're being reaffirmed on a regular basis. And then out of the blue, Andrew Schulz commits an attack on the psyche of the African mind and says, I don't know what beautiful future you was thinking of, but I'm going to bring you right back to what I could do to you.
But that's what I'm saying about the gladiator arena. When you're speaking, right, because we don't have like a reference point or a set of values, like the gladiators don't realize maybe the door's unlocked, or maybe you can climb up these things to get out of this thing and go for whoever we need to go for, tear the shit down. But we get caught in this arena of that's why the symbol for me, the Ankh, is quite important, because it's a representation of masculine and feminine imbalance, like working together in balance. So you have to respect what they bring to the table, and vice versa, do you know what I mean, in order to create balance. But they've got the cross, which is quite masculine, do you know what I mean?
Which
so
Francis Cress Wilson says is
it's just straight symbol. Masculine. Like, and then it makes sense because the religion's Father, Son, Holy Spirit, so it's all masculine anyway. So then you like
It's true.
But then
have you not seen pictures of Mary, Jesus' mum?
No.
If you look at pictures, especially Catholic pictures of Jesus' mum, every picture of her, she's in the middle of a vulva. Her head is the little clitoris, and she is the whole. She's the vagina symbol.
Interesting.
But she's always kept out of the Holy Trinity. She's there for a job. Once the job's done, thank you very much. But this is what we're here for. Being a symbol.